Surely Femi Fani-Kayode is a man of many colors, a man of many parts, an interesting figure, and one that is used to grazing the headlines in Nigeria. Perhaps that's what makes him appealing to ladies, that he has married wife after wife and even married a beauty queen who won the Miss United Nations World Beauty Pageant. Or how else will you explain a smashing beauty like this becoming the subject of this kind of treatment that we hear is going on between her and the former Minister of Aviation? Fani Kayode has been the subject of numerous controversies in Nigeria. Only last year, he made the news in the national dailies and even international news media for blasting a journalist who asked him simple questions in a press conference somewhere in the south of Nigeria. But that's not even the subject of discussion here, as he is right now battling with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, as he has been accused of presenting a false medical report to a court in Lagos. That aside, too, the main issue now is the ongoing fight between him and his estranged wife. Or do we call her wife? Because she has denied that he actually married her. She says they were not married. He did not marry her. But how Precious Chikwendu gave birth to 4 children, 4 boys, in just a space of 6 years is a bit surprising, but of course, obviously not impossible. The one-time beauty queen had a relationship with the ex-minister that lasted 6 years. Within that period, she gave him 4 boys. Although, shockingly or interestingly, she insists that they never had sexual intercourse, that she was actually impregnated using his sperm, but without the actual act. You know what I mean? Without actually both of them actually having the actual act, which is a bit surprising. And as the matter is right now, I don't know who to believe, whether Precious is telling the truth. I mean, it's like her word versus Femi Kayode's word. Although he has just thrown a blanket denial of her statements generally, not itemizing any one of them in particular. She claims that Femi Fani-Kayode suffers from weak erection, and so that was why they could not have sexual intercourse for the whole duration of these 6 years. Yet she had 4 children for him, 4 boys. Right now, the subject of contention is the fact that she wants to have access to her children. Actually, she wants to take her children from Femi's custody, as the children have been with Femi since the couple separated in August 2020. She left Femi's house in August 2020, and she's been away from the house. She claims that she has been denied access to the children since she left, and that she's praying the court to not only grant her access to the children, but as a matter of fact, to give her the children and also some of her properties that she left behind, including a Range Rover Sport. Femi, on his part, claims that she is deranged or insane, and that she's suffering from bipolar disease, and that she is not reasoning properly. I mean, the whole thing is just a messy drama that is unfolding. But Fani Kayode is actually fighting several battles on several fronts. Not only is he fighting on the home front, he's also fighting with the government or the government agency, anti-corrupt agency. Remember that in 2016, Fani Kayode was detained by the EFCC for about 67 days. That's over 2 months on allegations of fraud, as he was accused of embezzling or siphoning over 4 billion naira. So right now, while he's fighting the EFCC over forgery of a medical report, the wife is doubling down and has sued him to court on Abuja court and wants to get back her children and what have you. Well, his legal team has responded saying that they will meet in court, that all that she's been saying are actually lies. Well, we'll wait to see what happened. But it's unfortunate that this smashing beauty will allow herself to be in this kind of situation. This situation just shows how marriage is such an important thing that requires a lot in terms of preparation and both partners knowing what they are getting into. And it has nothing to do with having money, as you can see. She was putting on an appearance of having money, being in a nice environment, in fact, living in luxury and opulence while with Femi. But nobody knew that this kind of things were going on. If what she's saying is true, of course, there's no smoke without fire, like they say. And apparently, if everything was okay, she will still be there. She won't be separated from him. I mean, it's just funny sometimes, or do I say funny? It's just so unfortunate to see things like this sometimes, where people that you look at them, they were like lovebirds just a couple of years ago, and suddenly there are daggers drawn and they are almost sworn enemy. I mean, look at statements she's making, calling him wicked, calling him evil, and what have you. And this is the same man you stayed with for 6 good years. So, what happened? What went wrong? What went wrong? So, it's very important when things like this happen, it's an opportunity to learn lessons. Look at the situation and look at it and say, what are the lessons here that can be learned? It just shows that things are not always the way they appear, they are not always what they seem. So you need to be very careful and you need to be very informed and very prepared when contemplating or deciding to get married. What it just shows here is money is never enough. For some people, they think that once the partner is well to do or has money, so that is enough. That's not enough. Sometimes all that glitters is not gold. Like they say, all that glitters is not gold. So you need to be careful. Basically, that's what it means. While Femi Fani-Kayode battles it out with the EFCC, we wait to see what will come out of the battle from the home front with regards to his supposed wife and his children and how this messy situation gets sorted out. But this is surely a warning to singles and people going into marriage to be careful and make sure that they make the right decision and build their marriage or relationship on the firm foundation, on a strong foundation, on the right foundation. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. We'll keep tabs on the developments and we'll bring you updates as they unfold. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you in the next one.